Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Aso Tarot, and today's pick a card reading is going to be looking at what your person finds attractive about you. So we have 4 piles today, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Go ahead and find which pile you feel most drawn to. Look at your timestamps down below, and then we will get right on into it. Hey there, pile 1. If you guys chose the regular Rider-Waite and the rose quartz heart, this is your reading and this is what your person finds attractive about you. So I went ahead and shuffled your tarot. So let's just get into it. So I do want to start by saying the biggest, most overwhelming thing that I'm getting here about this pile is that your person thinks that you are very intelligent. They really admire your intelligence. They really trust your opinions. They value what you have to say, and I think they find you to be an overall very fair, very logical person, and they really respect that. With this Nine of Swords in reverse, I really feel like you guys have the ability to either talk yourselves out of anxiety or talk other people out of anxiety, or possibly both. But I do feel like you don't like to dwell on the negatives, especially with this Fool here. I do feel like you guys overall have a generally positive demeanor, even when you guys are maybe sad and upset. I feel like you guys are just very, in general, like, kind of just go with the flow. Don't let things get too, you guys don't let things affect you very easily. I feel like you guys are very, just kind of like, you guys have that water off a duck's back mentality. Like, oh, okay, like, you guys are smart enough to realize that a lot of things that happen aren't personal, and I feel like you guys possess a lot of mental energy, and it makes a lot of sense because we have so much yellow here, and yellow is representative of the solar plexus chakra, and so you guys could operate out of that chakra, but overall, this person thinks that you guys are very, very intelligent. With the Justice card here, we're getting strong air signs here no matter what, but a big emphasis on Libra. And I feel like you guys have a very good sense of self, a good sense of self-worth. And I had this Seven of Swords pop up, and so I wanted to clarify it, and it was clarified by the High Priestess. And so what I think this means is that you guys are very good at giving to yourselves first and helping people second. And that's a great thing because you guys need to be able to invest energy in yourselves before you can invest energy in other people. I feel like you guys have a very healthy sense of what is healthy, what isn't. And I feel like you guys just know how to be fair to yourselves, and fairness is a big thing here. I feel like you guys are really big on justice. You guys probably have a strong sense of morality, which I think this person finds really attractive. It's possible that you guys want to pursue some kind of legal or academic career if you're not already in that area, which I think they also find your ambition very attractive. I think they just admire, what I think is cool is that it's not just ambition. With the Three of Pentacles here, this is also evidence that you guys are not only hard workers, but you have what it takes to achieve your dreams. And I feel like your person looks at you as someone who is just so smart, going places. Like, you could be constantly on the go. There are a lot of movement cards here, but I do feel like when you guys are in stagnation, you're always using your mental energy to the best of your ability. Like, you're not wasting your mental energy on anxious thoughts or rumination. You use your mental energy to your advantage and you really focus on it. And so I feel like you guys do a really great job at self-analyzing. I feel like you guys are the type of people who are able to recognize when you do something wrong, and rather than just ignore it or act like it didn't happen, you guys are able to kind of go within and be like, okay, why did I do this? And I need to apologize to this person, or I need to rectify this. So you guys learn from your mistakes, and you're just very, very bright overall. And I feel like this person your influence in their life has taken away some of that darkness. But I feel like they definitely see a lot of potential in you, just as a person, in your career, together. I feel like this person really respects and really admires you a lot. We also have some air here, and the Fool can sometimes be represented by Aries. So there is a little bit of a mix, but I think that this person kind of admires that you don't get too deep into your emotions all the time. Okay, so let's look at some oracles and get some more ideas of what this person admires about you. I'm gonna move this card up here, actually. I do want to say too, before I shuffle, that this person does appreciate how like you seem to just intuitively know things. I honestly think claircognizance comes to mind. If you guys do believe that you have psychic abilities, I feel like claircognizance, which is like psychic knowing, I feel like that would be the most likely or the strongest clair that you would have. And I also think too, you guys are a very good judge of character, and you kind of know how to, like, if you recognize that a situation isn't serving you, you kind of know how to just like sneak away with your pride and kind of get away with it, and at the same time avoiding drama, which is really awesome. I feel like you guys are super like no BS, no drama, not about that at all. You guys overall generally are lighthearted and fun, but serious when it matters. And I feel like overall you guys are very well balanced. So you guys should be proud of yourselves. That this person really thinks very highly of you. Okay, so what does pile one's person find attractive? Oh my God. Okay, that one just flew right out. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And imagination. I embrace and encourage the creative aspect of my mind. So yeah, that does not surprise me. You having that mind here show up. You guys have a very, very rich inner world on top of a very fulfilling outer world. So I feel like you guys almost never feel like you're alone, if that makes sense, because it's like, especially if you're an air sign and you're more outgoing, like you guys definitely have a lot of friends and you're more likable, and this person really likes that. Your person might be more introverted, so they might really respect how outgoing you can be. But I also don't feel like you're the type of person who needs to be around people. Like you can easily have a weekend to yourself or just go within. I feel like you guys are like an extroverted introvert or an introverted extrovert. Like you guys are a balance of both, and you guys know how to really tailor your personality or what you're doing based on what you need. And I think what's beautiful here, especially with the Seven of Swords already popping up and the forgiveness, is like you guys know how to forgive yourselves and other people. And I think really this forgiveness makes a lot of sense because you don't have a lot of cups here. I feel like you guys approach a lot of situations logically, and you try to understand where the other person is coming from. I feel like you guys put yourself in other people's shoes a lot, and so you kind of try to cut through any of your personal feelings and try to look at situations objectively. So you guys are very, very intelligent, and this person just really admires how mature you guys are, and how you guys always seem to put your best foot forward, and kind of just, it's like every day you're ready to go. Like you return to the Fool every day, if that makes sense. Like no matter what's going on in your life, how stressful things may be, this person just, it really admires how it's like, oh, it's a new day, like let's get up, let's go, let's face the day. You're not someone to wallow in pity or sadness, and I feel like this person admires your independence and your tenacity. And I feel like you guys do have that rich inner world as well, and I feel like this person can see it within you. I could see you guys maybe even possibly being like a writer or something like that, or maybe just doing writing in your spare time. I definitely do see that you guys have a really great imagination. You guys visualize things a lot, maybe. But yeah, so let's look at what your person admires about your energy. What does the person find attractive about pile one's energy? So we have attachment. Okay. We actually had 2 pop out, so I'm going to take both of them. Okay. Wow. All right. So I do think with this attachment card here, this is an acknowledgement that your person recognizes that you're not perfect, and they know that you know that. And I feel like they really admire that you're able to recognize, even if it takes a second, you guys are able to recognize when something isn't serving you, or when you guys are getting in an unhealthy attachment to something or something like that. I feel like maybe this person feels an attachment towards you, and they really admire that. I feel like the reason this person feels this attachment to you is because you are your authentic self with them, and they honestly, I feel like they feel a little honored that you would feel comfortable enough to be your authentic self with them. They see you for who you are, and they see you, they see the good aspects of you and the bad aspects of you, and they love all of it. They appreciate you as for all you are, the light and the dark, and I feel like they really admire that you're able to look at yourself objectively and be real with yourself, and not delude yourself into thinking that you don't let yourself be blinded by like hubris or something like that. You guys are very humble, and you guys always like recognize that there's always more you can learn, there's always more you can understand. And I feel like for some of you, you guys might have cultural differences, or you're just very well traveled. You may know more than one language, or you have family in different parts of the world. I feel like this person appreciates your worldly mindset. You might be very into like conservation or taking care of the environment, and this person really admires that. I'm honestly even thinking for a few of you, you might be really interested or even already in like environmental law, but they really do just see you guys as someone who has a very unique perspective on the world that has been shaped by not just one viewpoint. You guys really like to see things from all different perspectives, all different cultures, and you're very fair and open-minded, and I feel like they really appreciate that they know that if you give them advice or you talk to them about anything, you're not going to be inherently biased by the way you were raised or what you're used to. You are a very intelligent person and very balanced. And I think too, this person just sees a lot of potential in your connection, and this person recognizes that you have a lot of abundance in your life. The cornucopia is, essentially abundance, fertility. I feel like you guys might even like gardening and stuff like that. You guys might be more of an outdoorsy person. I just see like this person kind of sees you guys as just very beautiful, very bright, like a very bright aura, very positive. You guys might eat really healthy, and they really admire that too. I could see too, just like, it just seems like you have an abundance of kindness to give to people, and in return you guys make these really special, long-lasting connections with people. And I feel like this person really admires your ability to be genuine with complete strangers, and like at the same time, it's not like you're telling them your life story, but you're just being a genuinely kind person to people. And I feel like as a result, you've been able to accumulate a really good reputation with people, and just a really good position in life. Overall, you guys are really awesome, and I feel like this person just thinks literally the world of you guys. So let's get a few more cards, and then we will look at channel messages. So what does this person admire about pile 1? What does pile 1's person admire about them? Calling in your soulmate. So this person could think that you are their soulmate, and they really admire you. And also, it could be the fact that you guys are spiritual as well. You pray, you affirm, you're positive, you probably believe in positive affirmations. But I do feel like this person feels a very strong connection to you, and they really, really admire you. And I feel like if you guys aren't already together, they do at some point have a desire to be with you, because it seems like you're the total package. So it's interesting, again, we got forgiving and learning. And so we talked about that earlier. You know, you guys have the ability to forgive yourselves and others. And also, you guys are just very, you do learn from your past mistakes. You don't keep repeating the same mistakes over and over and over. So I would not be surprised if you guys are more of an old soul, someone who is always just evolving, always just rising above, and you guys always take the high road. And I feel like the fact that you guys are such an old soul and can take the high road, but at the same time maintain this bright, youthful spirit, but also be so intelligent. It's like this person's just blown away by you, honestly. And we also have wedding. This situation involves marriage, so this person could want to marry you. They could want to if you guys are with someone else, they could be really jealous of your spouse and wish that they were with you. Or even if you're just in a relationship, they could be jealous, because we do also have reconciliation on the bottom of the deck, so that will hopefully resonate for some of you. So if you're not in contact with this person, they definitely still really think very highly of you. And I feel like this person hopes that you will forgive them at some point, because they really do see the world in you. And I feel like if you guys haven't been together, this person really wishes that you guys could be. So let's look at a couple channel messages from your person, what they would say to you if they could. Alright, so what would pile one's person say to pile one? Okay, well, we already have one popping out. I recognize this connection from a past life. That is wonderful, and also makes sense if they recognize you as a soulmate. What would pile one's person say to them? The path to you seems so complicated and messy, so that makes sense, especially with this, if some of you guys are in a relationship. And it's really interesting because you guys seem like complex, but at the same time very straightforward, and I feel like your person really appreciates that energy. Like, you guys can always find the most logical path to somewhere, so that's really awesome. I'm exhausted, so that might resonate for some of you, maybe as to why, if you are in separation with this person, they could be going through a lot. What would pile one's person say to them? What would pile one's person say to them? I just want to have fun with you again. So yeah, some of your people are really, really missing spending time with you. Even if you are in contact with this person, you know, because of everything going on, you know, maybe you guys are just in isolation and you can't see this person. But, and for some of you, this could be an ex. I want you back. So I feel like they are really missing you, and they really see your value and your worth. That is for sure. I have so much anxiety. So that would make a lot of sense. Like I was saying in the beginning of the reading, you know, if you kind of help them talk through their anxiety, they really, really appreciate that. Pile one's person say to pile one. I am so proud of you. Yes, that obviously makes so much sense. They see how much you guys have grown, how amazing you guys are. They think very highly of you. That is for sure. We all, of course, look what we have popping out here. You are so smart, and I feel like that has been abundantly obvious already. They think you are so smart. I'm sure, I would not be surprised for most that if they think that you guys, like, you are just so much smarter than them, and like they could never match your mental energy. And it says, I wish I could love you the way you deserve. So take those messages how they resonate. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading, pile 1. Definitely let me know down in the comments if it resonated. And don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys are interested in booking a personal reading with me, that information is down below. And if you are interested in getting free readings from me, I will be posting free little mini readings on my tarot Twitter along with channel messages. So that is all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for letting me read your cards, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Bye. Hey there, pile 2. If you guys chose the Rough Rose Quartz and the Ethereal Visions Tarot, this is your reading, and this is what your person finds attractive about you. So let's start off with the Death card. This is an awesome card to start out with because this shows your ability and tenacity to transform and continually improve upon yourselves. There's heavy Scorpio energy here, so you could be a Scorpio or have Scorpio somewhere in your chart, but I feel like this goes to show the level of depth that you guys have. I feel like you guys are very accepting of all energies, positive and negative. I feel like you guys have this ability to see the beauty in things that are dark and objectively not great. I feel like you guys, when you guys go through really difficult things, rather than wondering why it happened or being all woe is me about it, you guys instead take the lessons you learned from it, and you guys are able to grow from it, and also you become wiser each time you go through something like this, and it does make you a little more stern each time, but it's like, it's not a bad thing. It's just like you guys are just less afraid of the world every time. Like you guys, like maybe when you were young, you were a bit of a fearful person, or you always tried to be super, super positive, but now you guys realize like the value in seeing both the light and the dark, and appreciating both for what they are. I definitely feel like this person, if you've gone through transformation recently, like they've noticed that, and they're really impressed with the way that you have been able to come back from whatever tough things you've been experiencing. With the Sun in reverse here, I've honestly, like, I really like this because I feel like this is talking about your ability to be realistic. You're not delusionally positive. Is delusionally a word? I don't know, but it is in this case. You're not positive to the point where it's delusional, basically. You guys basically, whenever you approach a situation, you prepare for the best but expect the worst. So you're not disappointed if the outcome isn't what you wanted, and you're not I was finishing my train of thought. But you're prepared if the worst outcome does come. There is a level of grounding here, especially with this Queen of Pentacles. And I will say right off the bat, like, no matter what gender you are, they do think you're very beautiful, and also very nurturing. You could have family, have kids, or even, you know, if you're younger, you could be like a babysitter or just really good with kids in general. I feel like this person really appreciates how kind and generous you are. And I feel like this generosity and this kindness is kind of motivated from all of the negative things that you've seen and experienced in the world. And what I think is really cool is that you're not trying to shield anyone from that stuff, because you completely recognize that everyone has to go through their own trials and tribulations, and they have to experience those dark things. But at the same time, you guys are always very supportive and there for those who do go through dark times. And I feel like this person also really appreciates your ability to be straightforward. And sometimes you can say things without thinking, but even if you do, you're real enough to admit, like, hey, I said something I didn't mean, or hey, you know, I was wrong. Like, you guys are very humble. I definitely get that vibe very much. And it's like, you guys, I'm getting like more of an introvert than an extrovert, but it's not like you guys are bad at socializing or you don't like to socialize. It's just that you guys recharge with alone time. And I think that you guys have gained enough life experience that you know that you can rely on yourself in order to get the answers that you seek. And I think this person really admires that. But what's really cool too is that you guys can take action, and you can take action quickly. Like if you want to make something happen, you can make it happen really fast. And you have the stable background in order to like be disciplined enough and committed enough to see the project through the end. Like you're not the type of person to just start a project and get really excited about it and then give up on it. You're patient. You let things grow. You let things happen in their own time, and you don't rush them. I do also see too, I feel like this person could really like your hair, or they could really like think you have a really beautiful like skin, not complexion, but just like really clear skin, or really like smooth skin or something like that. Like, I don't know, it sounds kind of creepy to be like, oh, they like your skin, but I feel like they think you have really pretty skin. Not in like a Hannibal Lecter way, I promise. But yeah, I think that you are very well-rounded in terms of like knowing when to be realistic, knowing when to be kind and sympathetic, but you're also not going to let anyone take advantage of you. You're not going to let anyone mess with your energy. You guys are really protective of yourself and the people that you care about. Oh, and collarbones too. They might like your collarbone area as well. I'm getting that. Or your back. Collarbone or your back. They like your body. That's all I'm going to say. But also they recognize like how much you guys have on your plate, and the fact that you're able to somehow like handle all of it with such grace and such you guys don't complain about it. Like you guys are just like, oh, you carry all these burdens on your back, but you don't unload them on anyone else. You don't complain to anyone else. It's just like you just accept it as a part of life, and you know, you are responsible and mature enough to accept when there's a lot going on, because you recognize, oh yeah, sometimes we get busy, sometimes we've got a lot going on, but you're able to carry a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, and a lot of people really trust you. That's a big thing. A lot of people trust you, and a lot of people really appreciate how reliable you are. And especially at your job, I would not be surprised if you are not like a boss, like, or like a manager in your job, like your manager or boss, like also think that like you're very responsible. Overall, I feel like this person sees you as a very solid investment, someone that they would want to spend their life with, someone that they know will like, you're kind of a ride or die kind of person. And I think that's really awesome, you guys. Like, I feel like this person really sees your value and sees your worth. In terms of signs, I said Scorpio already. We've got Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus here. I also see the little ram here, so I am thinking Aries, Leo with the sun, also both those signs, and Sagittarius with the wands, and a little bit of air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And I do feel like this person really appreciates that you don't let your emotions cloud your judgment, or you don't let the way you feel about someone emotionally, like you don't lash out at people all the time. You're very mature overall, very, very mature, very deep emotional depths. I was looking at the death card and I said emotional depths. I meant emotional depths. But yeah, they really appreciate that. And there is a little bit of water here. I don't know why I was like saying there wasn't, but you guys are very well-rounded overall. So let's get into your oracles and see what else they admire about you. So what does pile two's person admire about them? Looky here, we've got growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Like I said earlier with that humbleness, you guys recognize that you're always learning more, and that there's always something more that you can know about the world. And so I feel like this person really has seen, like, especially if you had a transformation, like how much growth you've gone through. Like, you truly deserve to be in that position of queen. You know, you are a queen, and this person is just really impressed by how far you've been able to come, and how much you've overcome, and how you haven't let it, instead of letting it destroy you, you've used it to your ability to make you better, and that's amazing, and that's exactly what the universe wants you to do. So you're already doing it, and you're doing a great job. What does pile 2's person really admire about pile 2? Looky here, balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. That makes a lot of sense because you guys do not seem to be the judgmental type. But see, what I think is great here is that you guys have a good sense of boundaries. So it's like you guys don't get lost in other people's emotions, but you're willing to be a listening ear, a helping hand, give advice when it's needed, but you're not like overbearing to people. You don't like take on their emotions. You know how to stay in your emotional power, and you don't let others inflict upon it. And what I think is really interesting here too is like these kind of these two cards are kind of like yin and yanging a little bit. So I think this just goes to show, you know, your depths and like how well-rounded you are, and how you're still able to maintain a sense of balance even when you're overwhelmed and even when you've got a lot going on. So you guys are really awesome. I would not be surprised too if like in your chart you are like fire sun, water moon, or air sun, earth moon. It's like you guys are kind of opposites. Like you might have some opposites in your chart. So we have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Pile 2's person attractive about pile 2. And door to romance. Okay, so you guys are probably very romantic, and this person definitely finds you physically and sexually attractive. If you guys do have a physical, like intimate physical connection, this person definitely really finds you attractive in that way. They definitely really enjoy the passion that you guys share. I feel like you guys can be very like sensual, and you guys are really good at like, if you do get if you are intimate with this person, it's like you guys are able to let go of the world and whatever is going on, and it's just like you and that person, like nothing else exists, and you really have the ability to just be in the moment, enjoy being with them. And yeah, I think this person really enjoys their time with you. And I also think that if you guys are not in some sort of union, this person wants to be in romantic union with you, because we do have the door to romance here. I feel like, you know, maybe you have been very guarded with your heart, and this person sees that you have kind of opened the doors for a potential connection if it isn't in union already. I feel like this person feels very honored that you would be willing to open up to them and let them into your life and your circle and your deepest thoughts and your authentic self. So I feel like this person feels very honored to be a part of your life, and they love how romantic you are and how loving you can be. So yeah, this person really, really admires you guys, and I really understand why. I feel like they look up to you, really. Like they really want to be on your level, because you guys have really accomplished a lot, and very, very, very impressive energy here. I'm like, dang, I need to learn a thing or two from pile 2. Okay, so let's get a couple more cards. So what does pile 2's person admire, find attractive about pile 2? So we have separation. So if you have been in separation with this person recognizes that. Maybe you guys were the ones to begin that separation. Maybe you recognize this person wasn't treating you the way you deserved, and you walked away. And so I feel like this person might admire that about you, that you were able to recognize what you were worth and you cut them off. This also could just be the fact that you guys are independent and you don't rely on that person, like you're not clingy. So I feel like this person likes that you guys can be independent, and you don't rely on your partner for everything. Like they know that if they aren't around, like you guys are going to be okay. Like you guys are really self-sufficient. Does pile 2's person admire about pile 2? 2. So we have attraction and calling in your soulmate. So this person definitely could see you as their soulmate. So if you are in separation with this person, I definitely think that this person wants you back in their life. Of course, it's up to you whether you do that, but I think at the core of it, this person does like really just find you really attractive. They're really attracted to you physically, they're really attracted to you mentally and emotionally. I feel like they just see you as the total package, and if this is a connection and separation, I feel like they're really hoping that you forgive them at some point, because they really, really, really do admire you, find you attractive. I think it's kind of funny for the attraction card to come out, because it's like, what do they find attractive about you? And it's like the fact that you're attractive. Herder. Okay, so let's see what they would say to you if they could. So what would pile 2's person say to them? There's things I'm not ready to tell you, so that may resonate, especially if you're in separation. Maybe they don't want to apologize for something. I made a mistake. Yeah, that's checking out. Your soul is so beautiful. So yes, they recognize your inner and outer beauty. You got it all, man. I'm not mature enough for this connection. That would make sense, because you guys are very mature, and they're like, wow. Also, this popped out here too. This distance kills me. So even if you guys are in contact, this could just be related to, you know, being in isolation and they really miss you. I definitely do feel like they miss you if you're not together. But overall, there is like a lot of respect here. And I feel like this person, if given another chance, but here's the thing, you can't come in and be like, I'll give you another chance. They have to ask for it. Like, you got to be the royalty that you are here and let them come to you. Like, you guys know your worth already. You guys know how far you've come. Like, you don't want to throw away that progress just to let someone back in. Like, they have to work for you. You are a prize, and you deserve to be, they need to work for you. I'm putting my foot down here. Like, they need to work for you. Like, you guys are great. Like, do not let anyone treat you like you're less than. I am so proud of you. So yeah, they're definitely proud of your growth, proud of your transformation. Your love fulfills me more than anything. That definitely makes sense with the door to romance. You guys are very romantic, and I feel like you guys, because you have such depths, like, you guys can be very logical, very practical, but you guys know when the time is right to be very, like, beautiful, like very vulnerable romantically, and I feel like this person really admires that. You are so smart, popping up again. That's so interesting, because I am so proud of you, and you are so smart popped up in the last reading too. So you might want to read that one. You might want to read it. No, you guys might want to watch it if you were called to that pile as well. Just kind of ridiculous, because look at how many of these bad boys I've got, but similar energies coming out. And we have, I am sorry for playing games. So it seems like this person has learned from some lessons. I feel like they're taking in some lessons from you. But I do think overall this person really admires you, and they've got some big shoes to fill if they want to be worth your guys' time. So just know that you guys are really, really awesome and really amazing. And this person recognizes that, and but at the end of the day, it's up to you guys who you let in, and I really truly believe that you guys should only give anyone the time of day if you think they can match your worth or build upon it. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching Pile 2. I really appreciate all of you. If you're interested in booking a personal reading for me, that information is down below, including stuff about my tarot Twitter. On there, I'm doing like little free mini readings and channel messages and stuff like that. So if this resonates, definitely leave me a comment down below, like and subscribe. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read your cards. I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I really hope you guys come back and visit me again soon. Bye. Hey there, Pile 3. If you guys chose the little tumbled rose quartz and the dark wood tarot, this is your reading and what your person finds attractive about you. So I do just want to say, first of all, when I was shuffling, I was getting a lot of bold marches to the beat of their own drum, apologetically themselves, really funny. I feel like this person really, really admires your ability to stay true to yourself and not really care what other people think about you. I feel like you guys kind of take pride in your uniqueness, and you guys really you guys are very witty. You have a great sense of humor, and I feel like you make your person laugh a lot. I honestly feel like you guys might send them like memes or something and they think like that's so funny or whatever it is. Like, you guys have a great sense of humor. You guys are very witty, and you have really great like comebacks, like always ready. Like, if someone is gonna like insult, like not insult you in a mean way, but just like roast you, you're gonna come back like 10 times harder. If people know like, oh, if I'm gonna roast Pile 3, like I better be with it, because they might embarrass me. But we have so much earth here, and this just speaks to how grounded you guys are, how stable you guys are, how committed you guys are. I feel like you guys have a really strong sense of family, even if it's not family in like the traditional sense. I feel like you guys are either close to your actual family, or you have a really solid group of friends that are like your family to you. And I feel like this person admires how many stable connections you have in your life, and how genuine and healthy these connections are. Like, I don't see very many toxic connections in your life. It's like if something is toxic, you know how to get rid of it, because you're just not about it. I do feel with the Page of Pentacles in the middle here, I do feel a very pure energy about you guys. Something that's like a little bit childlike and naive, but you guys aren't naive. For someone who just met you, they might believe that, but this person who knows you recognizes that it's just your overall demeanor. Like, you're not naive, you're not stupid, you just want to see the best in people, and I feel like you find the best in any situation, and you find the value in even the tiniest of things, which I think is interesting, because you guys also chose the smallest rose quartz, like the little tiniest one. Kind of reminds me of this little pentacle, which sand dollar in this case. But I feel like you guys see the beauty in the mundane, the beauty in things that are small. I feel like you guys are very analytical, like not analytical. I didn't mean analytical. I meant detail oriented. But you guys could be analytical too, since I said it. But for some of you, it's just you guys have a very good attention to detail, and you're very meticulous, and you're very good at making sure you check off all the boxes, tying off loose ends. You're responsible, you're methodical, and when you really put your mind to something, you always accomplish it. And I think what's amazing is I feel like you guys have accomplished a decent amount, even though I'm getting the vibe that a lot of you are on the younger side. But I feel like this person just really admires your ability to stay committed to whatever it is you're working on and not get a big head about it. You guys overall are generally pretty humble, and I feel like this person appreciates the commitment that you guys have to each other. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you guys are in union, but I feel like you feel a sense of desire or responsibility. Like, I feel like you guys are just a ride or die kind of person, and this person really admires that. And I feel like you guys are very, very selfless with the Six of Pentacles here, almost to the point where it's like to your detriment, but you guys never let it get to that point. I feel like this person just really admires how you are willing to give and give and give, and even if you don't receive in return, you just have this kindness about you. Like, you don't give to receive. You give because you want to. You give because you're kind. You give because you love. And I feel like what's awesome is that you guys always want to follow your passions, and you're not afraid to follow your passions no matter how weird or out of the box they may be. But what's cool with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles here is that this just goes to show how it's not like you guys have an idea to go do something and then you start it but you never follow through. You guys are consistent, and you're willing to be patient to work towards your goals and what you want. I do feel like this person sees you as like a gem or a prize, and if they haven't offered you some kind of commitment, I feel like they do at some point, because I feel like they do see a lot of potential here. I feel like you see a lot of potential here, and I really just get this overall. I feel like you guys just have a very kind face. I feel like you guys smile a lot, or you have a very approachable energy about you, because you just kind of just like not coast through life like life's easy, but you just have this energy about you. Like, you don't let things get too heavy. I feel like you guys like to be on the lighter side of things. I feel like you guys have a really good support system, so when you are going through tough times, you always have someone to rely on. I feel like this person just really admires how easy it is almost, like, for people to love you. Like, you're just very easy to love. You're so lovable. You're so funny. I feel like people have a great time hanging out with you, and overall, people just really enjoy your energy. I'm also getting the vibe that you have a really great sense of style. I wouldn't be surprised if you have if you get complimented on your style a lot, or people just really like how you dress, even if it's unique. Some of you could even have like a decent following on social media for your style, or just like you might just have a decent following in general. I think overall you guys are pretty conventionally attractive, and of course this person finds that attractive as well. So let's get into your oracles and see what else they find attractive about you. So what does pile 3's person find attractive about pile 3? So we have forgiveness. That actually popped up in the first pile too, so that's very interesting. This pile 3's person admire about pile. And we have self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. This makes a lot of sense. And this forgiveness card really speaks to your giving nature. It says, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And I feel like you guys really just don't have it in you to hold grudges. I feel like you guys, if someone slights you or wrongs you, you're able to forgive them pretty easily. That doesn't mean you forget, and that doesn't mean you allow it to happen anymore, but you also recognize that by harboring resentment, you're allowing that person to have power over you. And there is this independent fierceness in you where you guys are a leader. You do march to the beat of your own drum. You follow your own path, and you're not going to let someone else's energy muddle yours. You guys do have a healthy sense of self-esteem. And I feel like that's why you feel so comfortable giving to others, because your self-worth is not validated based on what people give you. You give simply because you have a giving heart, because you have a kind heart, and you genuinely enjoy helping other people. I would not be shocked if you're involved in any philanthropic organizations, or you volunteer a lot, or even just help your friends and family out without the expectation that they need to pay you or anything. Or like if you're out with friends, you don't if you're more than happy to buy the dinner bill or buy you both coffee with no expectation of them paying you back. You're just a very, very kind person, and I feel like this person really appreciates that about you, how selfless you are and how giving you are, and how you always give without the expectation that you're going to receive. That is genuine, selfless love. And I feel like you guys really have an opened heart chakra, and I feel like you guys also just like have you guys extend this kindness to even the smallest of creatures. I would not be surprised if you're the type of person, if you see like a spider in the house or something like that, like you don't kill it, like you just trap it, take it outside. Like you guys really have kindness for all beings, big and small, and a real respect for life. And I feel like spirit really appreciates that about you. And your person really appreciates that about you. I think that was sometimes when I'm reading, like things that were not necessarily pertaining to the reading come out, and I do think that's just the spirit, the universe's way of getting their 2 cents in as well, because they want to tell you they're proud of you as well, and this person is too. So what else does this person find attractive about you? We have caring connections, not surprising at all to see. What else does this person find attractive about you? That was too many. What else does this person find attractive about you? What does Pile 3's person find attractive about them? And Goddess of the Moon. Okay. I don't know if I read off signs earlier, but there's a ton of earth here. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, a little bit of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Cancer with the moon over here. I would not be shocked if there's water in your chart. I feel like you guys, definitely of all 3 piles so far, you guys are the most in tune with your emotions. And what I really love here is, like, first of all, this person really cares about you, but this person also recognizes how much you care about other people and you care about the world in general. I could definitely see you guys being some kind of activist or really using your social media platform to speak out against causes that matter. I would not even be surprised, like, if you guys were involved in the protests recently or anything like that. Like, you guys genuinely have such a big heart for the world, and you just want to see the world become a better place, and your dedication to do that really, they just really find amazing about you. I feel like they think you have such a beautiful soul, and they really just admire how you're willing to go above and beyond for people. And I feel like this person wants to care about you the way that you care about everyone else. And I think what's so interesting is, like, the look in the Page of Pentacles and the look here is so similar. Well, I meant to point to her. I feel like you guys could be either of them or even both of them. Like, you can switch off, but I do feel like this person really appreciates if they do anything really sweet for you. You're always really appreciative. You always say thank you. You don't take anyone for granted, and any kindness that is extended to you is just, you're so appreciative of it, and you really let people know how much you appreciate them. And I feel like you're also very good at speaking positive affirmations and complimenting other people and hyping other people up. So overall, you guys are very, very beautiful people, and you should feel very good about yourselves, because this is just such a kind and pure energy, and I feel like your person really admires that about you. And then with the Goddess of the Moon, so I do feel like you do have a special spiritual connection, either with this person or just with the divine in general. I do feel like you guys have a pretty strong spiritual team guiding you. I feel like you have a lot of angels that really love you. I have gotten an overwhelming amount of love in this reading, and I'm like kind of starting to tear up. So I feel like this is like just a sign of how much love the universe has for you. Oh my gosh, Madison, you need to calm down. Okay, I'll be fine. I'm not gonna cry. Even if I was gonna cry, they're happy tears, and it's just this sense of, like, you have so much love in you, and it's so beautiful, and the universe just wants you to never let go of that. This person recognizes how loving you are too, and it's just so abundantly obvious. You are so valued, Pile of 3. You guys are so valued and so loved, and your existence is so important and so special, and you are here for a special reason, and your kindness is such a blessing to this world. Your existence is such a blessing to this world, and you can never forget that. I'm like getting chills, like, oh my gosh, you guys are very, very wonderful. And I do feel like you guys are just going to continue to blossom as you get older. So let's look at a couple romance messages to see what else your person finds attractive about you. So what does pile 3's person find attractive about pile 3? Okay, so we have wedding. So it's very possible that this person wants to marry you or wants some kind of commitment with you. I feel like this person sees you as someone who would be a really great mother or father, a really great like partner, just a very solid person, someone they would be proud to have on their side. I feel like they really like your eyes too. That's another thing. They really like your eyes. I'm definitely getting like brown eyes or like hazel eyes, but it can be any color, or just like big eyes. They think you have beautiful eyes, no matter what kind of eyes they are. I think they're very beautiful. And you have a very open third eye, so that's pretty awesome as well. What does pile 3's person really admire about pile 3? Okay, this one wanted to pop out. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. I feel like that's interesting that we have 2 cards like with embraces. You guys might get really good hugs. I feel like I'm like getting all warm when I feel it, when I like thought about that. Like I feel like you guys give really good hugs, and you're very this person like really like feels so like they just feel so warm inside whenever you hug them. I feel like if there's a height difference there, they really enjoy, like they just feel really safe hugging you, or they feel really warm hugging you, and they enjoy the height difference if that is there. And then also on the bottom we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So yes, I feel like the attraction to each other is very mutual. I feel like this person just really thinks that you guys are the bee's knees, even though that's kind of corny to say, but I do think, I'm grinning from ear to ear. Like I feel like this person just thinks the world of you, and they very much should, because you guys have such a beautiful, beautiful energy. And what I think is so interesting is that you guys picked objectively the darkest looking deck, but it's been the lightest, most beautiful, like emotionally positive reading so far. I mean, all the readings have been great, but like I don't know, I just find that irony a little funny. And like I was saying earlier, with this boldness, this marching to the beat of your own drum, I feel like there's just so much admiration here for your kindness you extend to others. You don't let any negativity towards you affect you. You know, you guys just really have this good energy of like, you know, I'm gonna do good unto others no matter what they do to me. And you guys just have a really, really beautiful energy, and you should really feel proud of yourself, because yeah, you guys are really freaking awesome. And I really hope that you feel that way too, because you definitely deserve to, and you're very great. So let's look at some channeled messages from your person. So what will pile 3's person say to them? I replay our conversations over and over. Maybe you're very good at like pep talks and words of encouragement too. What does pile 3's person to say to pile 3? I can't bear to see you with anyone else. So that might resonate for some of you. Each person say to pile 3. So maybe if this is like someone, maybe if you guys are in a relationship with someone else and you're asking about this person, they might not like that, and that might be what this kind of commitment card is speaking to. And maybe, you know, they wish they were in their shoes. Or if you guys already get together or like talking, they do not want to give up on you. They don't like, they're holding on to you. They don't want you to go anywhere. Like they're like, no, your pile 3 is too great. Like they're not going anywhere. We also have, I am embarrassed by my past behavior. So it is possible maybe they did some things in their past that they are not proud of, but your forgiveness has meant the world to them, that you didn't cut them out, or you weren't mean to them. You were still just your kind, loving self. How three's person say to three? I would do anything for you. That's really beautiful. How three's person say to had 2 pop out. No, we had 3 pop out. Okay. I'm exhausted. So maybe if you haven't heard from this person in a while, it's just because they're really burnt out. And it says, I am so afraid to be vulnerable. So maybe if this person has had trouble opening up to you in the past, that is why. I recognize this connection from a past life. Man, we're getting like similar messages in the readings, and I literally look at how many I have, and I just think it's interesting. So if you felt called to any of the other piles, you might want to look at them too, because the other ones have been less about emotions and they've more been about logic. And so if you feel like your logical side hasn't really been represented here, I would look at if there's any other pile that you were drawn to, I would look at that as well, because there may be messages there. But let's see, pile three's person, what would they say to pile 3? There's things I'm not ready to tell you. So maybe that would make sense with the vulnerability here. I feel like this person maybe doesn't I feel like this person definitely puts you on a pedestal and really sees the value in you. And so they might be fearful of letting you in all the way, and worrying that you might view them differently or be disappointed in them. But I feel like you guys wouldn't be. Overall, you guys seem to be very loving and very understanding. So I feel like it's just insecurities within this person. Okay. And then we have You're My Muse. So this person definitely is very inspired by you, and they really, really appreciate you guys, pile 3. So I think I'm gonna finish the reading there. Thank you so much if you watched this all the way through, pile 3. You guys are really awesome, and I really enjoyed getting to read your cards. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, that information is down below. And if you're interested in free readings, I have those on my tarot Twitter, along with channel messages. So thank you so much for watching, and definitely comment down below if things resonated, and like and subscribe. And I think that's all I have to tell you guys. So yeah, thank you again so much. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you'll come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hello there, pile 4. If you guys chose the Rose Quartz Tower, this is your reading, and this is what your person finds attractive about you. So I will say, when I was shuffling, actually before I started shuffling and I was preparing for this pile, I kept getting the words boss bitch energy, which first of all, we love. And I do just want to say that this person really wants you to recognize, I feel like you guys do recognize this, but you guys do doubt yourselves sometimes. And so I do want to confirm that you guys do in fact have a lot of boss bitch energy, and you guys are much more powerful than you give yourselves credit for. Now, what I think is very admirable about you guys is that even when you guys are anxious or fearful, you guys totally have this demeanor of I only need me, I'm independent, I am strong, I don't need anyone else to fulfill me, I can fulfill myself, and that is amazing. We love that energy, we love that so much. I do feel like this person sees you as someone very solid, definitely a really great multitasker. It's like you guys can juggle a lot of substantial things in your life, and I feel like you guys are very committed to anything that reaches your heart space. you guys are very committed to seeing through. I feel like you guys don't give up on things very easily. You're definitely a fighter. I would not be shocked if maybe growing up and even still, you guys were kind of an underdog, and that's maybe where some of this anxiety comes from. But I feel like this person definitely just like has a desire to like kind of protect you and hold you and like, you know, just tell you everything's gonna be okay. I mean, I feel like they kind of see like, I don't want you guys to take this the wrong way, but I feel like they kind of see your anxiety sometimes as kind of adorable. Just because, you know, like they know it comes from like when you guys might like worry about them or fuss over them, and I feel like they see it as kind of like cute in that sense, like that you're so willing to fuss over them and just like make sure they're okay. I do feel like maybe if there's one thing you guys struggle with, it's being able to on your own get out of like ruminating thoughts or anxious thoughts. And you know, that's a very common problem. I have the same problem, so I totally understand. But I definitely do see how this person really just wishes sometimes that you would see the power that you have. I feel like you guys don't look at yourselves as highly as you should. I feel like you guys maybe sell yourselves a little bit short, and I feel like this person wants you to understand that you guys, first of all, to them are like a wish come true. You are like their total package, and also like you guys just have such a beautiful energy, such a solid and what's the word I want to use? I feel like you guys are really working on your foundations right now in life. And I feel like this person, one, could definitely see a really solid relationship or like commitment with you if you guys are not together. But I do feel like this person sees you as a worthwhile investment, someone who is very practical, but also, you know, has everything in their power to achieve what they want. I feel like the biggest thing is they recognize, like, I feel like they hate that you guys hold yourselves back sometimes because you are too afraid to step into your power and get out there. And I'm getting this message right now, so I'm just gonna say it. I don't think this is from your person. I'm kind of getting more from spirit, but you guys really need to understand that you have so much more power within you than you realize. And these self-limiting beliefs are just that. You guys have all the ability, you have everything in your arsenal to kind of cut through. You can untie yourself from this anxiety. You can let go of this blindfold, and your anxiety really just serves as a blockage to you achieving what you truly want. And I feel like the universe wants to provide a lot for you because you guys really are really great people. But I feel like one thing that this person really appreciates about you is that you are not harsh with them. You are very nurturing in the way you speak. No matter what gender you are, I am getting very feminine energy here. I feel like you guys are very kind. You might like to be out in nature a lot, or you guys might like plants or have a lot of plants in your house. But I feel like you guys have a love for all types of life, animals, plants, all of that sort of thing. And I feel like you are able to speak in a very nurturing way, in a very soothing way. You're not harsh. You're not the type of person to be like, well, I'm blunt and I say how it is. Like, even sometimes you guys might not necessarily, you guys might sugarcoat things a little bit, but I feel like this person really appreciates that because they know it comes from a place of kindness and a place of love. But yeah, you guys have a lot to look forward to. Like, there's a lot still ahead for you guys. The fact that we have the 2 and the ace here really kind of just goes to show you guys are kind of just starting, or you're a little bit established in some kind of journey that you're going through right now. And I feel like there's just a lot of promising things to come forward from this. I feel like this person really likes your hands. Either you just have like really like cute tiny hands, or you guys always have like your nails are always on point or something like that. I feel like this person really likes your hands. If you're a guy, like I feel like they like how big your hands are, or like just the way that they look. They like your hands. But yeah, I feel like they really admire your ability to be kind to others and not lash out at people, not hurt other people's feelings. You guys definitely have a desire to just be kind to others. And what I love about this Nine of Cups is really what sticks out to me. And I just love the energy in this card and this girl in the card, because she, she's got her arms crossed and she's like, I know my worth. Like, because I feel like at your guys' best, you guys do know your worth. But then sometimes you guys, like, I feel like it's kind of like a 2 steps forward, 1 step back thing. Like, you guys are honestly believing this more at each and every day, but you still have those self-limiting beliefs. And I feel like this person and the universe wants you to understand that, like, you guys have so much to accomplish and you guys will accomplish it. Like, what you set your mind to, you will achieve, because you guys are very powerful, very beautiful. I feel like this person, with this feminine energy again, I feel like this person might really like your legs, or like the fact that you wear dresses a lot, or like thigh high, knee high socks. I guess they like your style. I feel like for some of you, you have a more feminine way of dressing, or you like to just dress nicer in general. And I feel like this person really appreciates that and they find that really attractive about you. But I definitely do feel like you guys are more intuitive in terms of like, when you guys are good at knowing when someone is very toxic, or like, and I'm talking about toxicity more in terms of friendships and not like love relationships. I feel like you can tell when someone who's trying to be your friend is not trying to be your friend for genuine reasons, and you're very good at making your energy like your energy, they're not able to penetrate it. And that's kind of a gross word, I'm sorry. And I wanted to say impenetrable, but I was worried I was going to say it wrong. And so then I just said that, but I don't think that came out better anyways. But they can't get to your energy, essentially. Like, you guys protect yourself and your feelings. But I also think that you have a really big heart, and that this person really admires how like you have emotional room for a lot of people in your life. And as long as like nobody wrongs you, because like if somebody does wrong you, I feel like you guys have the ability to just cut them out. But if like you have a good connection with someone, like just even like in a friendship way, you're able to hold on to that. And I feel like you're the type of person where you can just like, you could not see a friend for like 6 months, but then you see them again and you just pick up where you left off. I feel like you guys are overall a generally very easygoing type person, very kind, and I feel like this person just really appreciates how stable you are, how generous you are, and your ability to just like really, you're in constant pursuit of trying to find balance, and you're also working on overcoming the shadow aspects of yourself. So I think that's really beautiful, and this is definitely a sign to keep going because you're doing a great job. And I do feel like there are some really great things on the horizon for you. So let's look at your oracles and see what else your person finds attractive about you. And we had 2 pop out, so I will take them. We have pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. And adversity. I accept that all challenges are the best way to learn. This definitely makes sense. Like, I feel like you guys, like I said earlier, when you guys have probably been the underdog, I feel like part of the reason you guys are so kind is because you know what it's like to be treated poorly. And I feel like you guys have this kind spirit, and you guys are always looking to build other people up and show them that they're worth more. And while you definitely still have some of that anxiety like lingering, you guys are overcoming it, and it's really awesome to see. Like, you're not letting it control your life. You're not letting it dictate you, but you're also recognizing that, yes, it's still there. And yes, I probably still need to work on it a little bit, but you guys are so strong. And, you know, boss bitch energy, like I was saying, boss bitch energy. And that is totally reflected in this Pride card. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I do feel like you guys are more empathetic. We have a lot of earth and water here, and some air too. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, you guys have overcome a lot, and you guys you guys know how to stand on your own 2 feet and not take BS. And maybe in your past you guys did, and I feel like you guys have gotten to the point where you are just able to stand in your own energy. And even if someone is coming at you, like, you don't stoop to their level. You're just like, okay, like, you can feel that way. Like, I feel like you guys really do adhere to the policy of just, you know, rising above and being kind to people. So I do feel like you guys have come a long way from where you once were, and you guys should be really proud of yourselves. Especially, like, if you've known this person for a really long time, they've seen your transformation, and I feel like they're very proud of you, and they're just really inspired by how much you've been able to overcome. Especially if you come from like a more difficult upbringing, you guys have really been able to pull yourselves together and you know, not let that define you. Rather than being a victim of your circumstances, you've used them to your advantage to learn from that situation, and you've been motivated to create the life that you want for yourself. And so I think that's really beautiful, and it's really, really admirable, and you guys should be proud of yourselves. So let's see what this person finds attractive about your energy. What does pile 4's person find attractive about their energy? Ooh, that one flew. So we have hostilities in reverse and community. So yes, you guys are not hostile towards people, which I think is interesting because we have 2 swords in reverse like that. So you guys are not someone who is always on their guard. I feel like it's like you guys have this good balance of not letting people affect your energy or like muddle your energy or get to you, but you're also like, you're not putting up a front. You're being yourself, but also setting up solid boundaries, and that's really awesome. You know, you're not a hostile person. You're a lover, not a fighter. And I think, like, honestly, you probably have, especially if you're in like a small town or just even like if you live in a city and you just are in like a close-knit neighborhood, I think a lot of people really admire you and really appreciate you. I would not be surprised if you have a lot of friends, like I was saying earlier. I feel like this person, once again, we have like all these really pretty dresses and stuff. So I feel like this person really likes how you style yourself. They really like your style, and they really like your feminine energy. And I feel like they just really appreciate how kind and open you can be despite all of the adverse things that you've experienced in your life. And I do think that you have a good, solid amount of people behind you willing to support you. And you know, you may be the type of person who is afraid to ask for help. You might want to always be self-sufficient. I can see like a little bit of stubbornness in this, like, I need to do it myself, I need to achieve it myself. But I feel like this is a reminder, like, one, you can ask this person for anything. They would love to help you, and also other people in your community like really admire you. And I feel like if you ask for help from anyone, they'd be more than willing to, because they know that you would absolutely do the same for them. You would go above and beyond for them. So yeah, really beautiful energy, pile 4. You guys are great. So let's look at your angel cards and see what else your person finds attractive about you. So what does pile 4's person find attractive about them? That was too many. Gosh, can I please just get like one and not an entire pile? Pile 4's person. Okay, there we go. Let your friends help you. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? See, I feel like your friends want to help you and you guys are like, nah, I'm good. Like, hey, we want to help you. We want to make your life easier. You don't have to juggle everything on your own. So if you guys struggle with that, don't be afraid to ask for help. And also, if you're not with this person and you want to get closer to them, they might already be in your friend group and they might have been eyeing you for a while. So you can ask for them to like kind of maybe help set something up or something like that. So what does this person find attractive about you? Pile 4. This person find attractive about you? Pile 4. Ooh. We have retreat. And we have passion. So I definitely do feel like this is a very passionate connection. This person feels a lot of passion around you. And I also feel like when you guys are with this person, they feel like you guys are the only two in the world and they really just like getting away with you and having you all to themselves. I feel like they really do just they want to like sweep you off your feet and show you how amazing you are if they haven't already, because they really do see the world in you. You are their wish come true. You are like everything. And I feel like what I admire about you guys is I feel like you guys didn't just let this person in. Like they had to work for it, and maybe they are still working for it. But you guys are really starting to see your worth, and your sense of self-worth is growing each day. And I feel like this person just has a lot of passion for you, and they really do just like, they cherish any alone time they have with you because they just love to be around you. They love your perspective, and they just really admire you. That's point blank period. They love that boss bitch energy. Okay, so what would your person say to you? I can see us having a family. That's very beautiful. What would pile for this person? Okay, wow, that was a lot. Okay, so we had 4 pop out, but I feel like there are for you guys, so I'm going to take them. Never mind, we had 3. I can't count. So we have this distance kills me. So if this person is in separation, we had this come up a lot today. So this could just be related to like, you know, isolation and stuff like that. They maybe really miss you. You're my muse, so they could feel really inspired by you. And I want you to be mine. So that does not surprise me. You guys are definitely a prize here. What would pile 4's person say to pile 4? Okay, we are just getting cards falling out from the wazoo. We also have, I replay our conversations over and over, and I recognize this connection from a past life. So this is possible that this is a soulmate type connection, or they see you as a soulmate. They recognize you in that way. I really like, I keep getting like repeated. I've had to say this in the past reading too, because I keep getting the same messages over and over, and like, look at how many I have. So I'm like, you know, what's up here? But I feel like there's a lot of similar energy today in all of the piles. So let's see, pile 4's person, what would they say to you? I see you in my dreams. So yeah, maybe you guys have a lot of dreams about each other, but even with the 9 of Cups, like the dream come true. They dream of being with you. They dream of you being theirs. Really awesome energy here. Okay, that's too many. Ooh, another great one. I see us getting married one day. So I feel like this person does see you as the one. They really, really admire you. Yeah, they're really into you guys. And we have to finish off, I still love you. So wow, this is of all the piles, definitely the best channel messages we've got. So I feel like this person is very serious about you, and they really see your worth, and they want you to see it too, because like you are just this joy, this bright joy in their life, and and they want something solid, they want something stable, and they want something real with you. So I think that's all I have for you guys, pile 4. Thank you so much for watching till the end if you did. I really hope that this message resonated. Definitely let me know down below in the comments if it did, and like and subscribe. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, that information is down below. And if you're interested in free readings from me, my tarot Twitter, I post free little mini readings and channel messages and things like that on there. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read your cards. I appreciate you all so much and hope that you guys will come back and visit me again soon. Bye.